Welcome to Learners Math TV. Now, we're going to learn about quadrilaterals. Ang sabi dyan, a quadrilateral is a flat geometric shape having four straight sides and four vertices. Tapos, it is a type of polygon. Let me show you examples of polygon. Ayan. Alin kaya sa mga yan ang tinatawag na quadrilateral? Okay? Ang sabi dyan, meron siyang four straight sides. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously, ito yon. Tapos, may four vertices. Ibig sabihin, meron siyang four corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, ito nga yung tinatawag nating quadrilateral among those examples of polygons. And, para mas maintindihan natin, saan ba galing yung word na quadrilaterals na yan? Sabi diyan, the word quadrilateral is derived from the Latin words quadri, meaning four, and latus, meaning side. Quadri pala, meaning four, and these laterals, diba? Yung laterals, latus, meaning side. So, dala-dala pala nung pangalan niya, yung quadrilateral mismo, yung characteristic niya. Ibig sabihin, quadri, four, laterals, sides. So, four sides. Yun ang kahulugan ng quadrilaterals. At meron tayong dalawang klase ng quadrilaterals. Ito yan. We have two types of quadrilaterals. Yung concave at saka ito, concave tsaka convex. Di ba yung concave, yan, apat din naman yung sides niya eh. Di ba? And then the convex quadrilateral. Meron din siyang apat na sides. But we are going to focus in our series of video lessons about quadrilaterals in types of convex quadrilaterals. And those are rectangle, square, parallelogram, rhombus, trapezoid, and kite. Ayan. Diyan iikot yung ating pag-aaral when it comes to quadrilaterals. Bawat isa sa kanila ay may kanya-kanyang specific properties. But for now, we are going to begin with the general properties of a quadrilateral. Ayan. So, unahin natin muna yung general property ng quadrilateral. Ayan. Meron tayo ditong given quadrilaterals. Let us name that as quadrilateral ABCD. Now, let us talk about the sides and vertices. Okay, sabi dyan, quadrilaterals have four sides and four vertices. Sabi na natin yan kanina. But let us name those sides, four sides and four vertices. So when it comes to sides, meron tayong side AB, side BC, side CD, and side AD. Now when it comes to vertices, meron tayong vertex A, vertex B, vertex C, and vertex D. Now, when it comes naman to angles, ang sabi dyan, the sum of all interior angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. Kung natatandaan nyo ito yung tinatawag nating protractor. Ano ba yung tinatawag na interior angles na yan? Okay, baka kasi mapagkamalan ninyo eh. Kasi ang ibig sabihin niyan, the sum of all interior angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. So magiging ganyan yan. Talking about angles, ayan, angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to 360 degrees. Yan ang ibig sabihin yan. Sum means you are going to add all the measurements of the interior angles. Di ba, apat yon? Ayan. Ayan yung mga interior angles niya. Ngayon, ba't ko pinakita itong protractor? Kasi, di ba meron tayong tinatawag na vertices? Baka kayo ay ma-confuse. Ang vertices po, yun yung corner. Yung angle, ayan po yung mini-measure ng protractor. Kagaya po dito, kung makikita nyo, yan ay 50 degrees. Ang angle nito, ang angle measurement nito ay 50 degrees. Yan. Kung magsimula dito, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, and then 50. Ang sukat nito ay 50 degrees. So, ano sa Tagalog ang angle? Ano ba yung sinusukat? O, di ba? Pag ba, nandito ang angle, that is 90 degrees. Nandito, 90. O, sinusukat yung kung gaano ka-wide. Di ba? Itong dalawang kamay na to, tawag yung ray, yan. How wide it is. O, may tinatawag tayong obtuse angle pag iginanon mo pa yan dun. O, di ba? Mas malaki. So, yun yung measurement ng angle na tinatawag natin. So, ay ibig sabihin yung angle na yan is kung gaano kalaki yung buka. Di ba? Oh. Di ba yung acute angle, meron tayong tatlo, yung acute, yung right angle, and the obtuse angle. Acute angle is less than 90 degrees, kagaya nito. This is an acute angle. Mas maliit kasi yung pagkakabuka niya. So it means to say, the measure of an angle is kung gaano kalaki o kung gaano kaliit yung buka, how wide it is. Ayun, para mas maintindihan natin. O kasi meron akong mga ibang student na naku-confuse about what is an angle and vertices. Okay? How about the diagonals? Sabi dyan, quadrilaterals have two diagonals. Ano ba yan tinatawag na diagonals na yan? O meron ba kayong TV sa bahay? Okay? Di ba meron tayong TV 21 o 22 inches, 42 inches, meron pa mga 53 inches, something like that. Ano? Okay. To measure your TV screen, ang sinusukat dyan, yung tinatawag nating diagonal. Ayan, no? Bawa sinabi, yung TV namin, ano yan, 42 inches yan. Ibig sabihin, yung 42 inches na yan, ayan yung sukat. Ayan, yan. Yan yung screen size niya. Yan. At yan ay ang diagonal. Kaya, dito sa ating given quadrilateral ABCD, meron tayong dalawang diagonal. Sabi kasi dyan, quadrilaterals have two diagonals. Alin yon? Yang diagonal AC and the diagonal BD. Okay? For the last property of a quadrilateral, ito yung regular and irregular quadrilaterals. Okay, meron palang ganun, ano? Meron tayong quadrilateral na pwede siyang regular or irregular. A quadrilateral can be regular or irregular. Sabi dyan, a regular quadrilateral has four equal sides and four equal angles, and its diagonals bisect each other. Let me show you this quadrilateral ABCD, okay, to figure out this property. When it comes to side, ang sabi niya, dapat daw meron siyang four equal sides. Kapag regular quadrilateral. Ayan. So it means to say, AB is equal to BC. And BC is equal to CD. And CD is equal to AD. Or all of them are equal in measurement. Yun ang ibig sabihin yan. And then, talking about angles. Pag regular quadrilateral pala, ang angles ay equal din lahat. Ayan. And, pagdating naman sa diagonals, ang sabi dyan, its diagonal bisect each other. So, ibig sabihin ng bisect each other, hinahati nila yung isa't isa sa equal parts. Halimbawa, etong AC, hahatiin niya yung BD into equal parts. At yung BD, hahatiin niya naman yung AC. Kaya kung magkaganon, pag nahati na nila, no, kasi bisect each other eh. Yung BE, mula rito, B to E, ay equal siya sa D to E. Kasi hinati siya, binisect siya nung diagonal AC. And ganon din naman ang mangyayari dahil yung AC ay binisect ng BD. So, yung A to E, yung length niyan ay equal din sa length ng C to E. Yun ibig sabihin natin na bisect each other. Yun daw ang property ng regular quadrilateral. Ano kayang klase ng quadrilateral yan? Di ba? Among those types of quadrilaterals, rectangle kaya yan? Parallelogram kaya yan? Square kaya yan? Rhombus, trapezoid, or kite? So isipin natin mabuti. Okay? Abangan natin yung mga series, no, ng ating video lesson about quadrilaterals para makasiguro tayo kung ano mga ba talaga yan. Now, let us apply those properties in solving simple problems. Okay? Suppose we have a given math is a quadrilateral. MATH is a quadrilateral. If you notice, there is a question mark here. So, tinatanong sa atin kung ano yung missing angle. Given yung tatlong angle. So, ano yung naaalala nyo dyan? Doon sa property ng quadrilaterals. Ha? Siyempre, hindi natin yan basta i-calculate nang wala tayong basihan. Kaya natin, isa-isa yung mga properties because those are the bases kung paano natin isosolve ang problems involving quadrilaterals. Ayan. Natatandaan nyo, ang sabi sa properties ng quadrilateral, the interior angles of a quadrilateral has the total sum of 360 degrees. The sum total. Di ba? So, anong gagawin natin ngayon? Yan. Therefore, angle A is equal to 360 degrees minus the measurement of angle M minus the measurement of angle T and minus the measurement of angle H. Yun lang mangyayari dyan. Then, i-plug in natin lahat ng given dyan sa ating figure. 115 degrees, 142 degrees, and 43 degrees. So, subtract lang natin lahat yan from 360 degrees. Then, we will find out na lahat ng isusubtract natin yan, 300 lahat yan. At ang angle measure na nawawala o missing, hindi natin alam, itong unknown, is 60 degrees. And that is the answer for this simple problem. In-apply natin dito, mahalaga na natatandaan mo yung properties. Kasi kung hindi mo siya natatandaan, so hindi ka makakapagsimula na mag-solve. So kailangan tinatandaan natin yung mga properties na yan. Okay? So another problem. Now suppose we have this given. Love is a regular quadrilateral. Yan. Talking about regular quadrilateral. Ano ba yung regular quadrilateral? Ayan, di ba? Balikan natin yung properties. Pero dapat kailangan natatandaan natin yan. Okay? A regular quadrilateral has 4 equal sides, sabi niya. Ano ba pinag-uusapan natin dito? Meron tayo ditong given na side, ayan, 'di ba? 3.5 centimeter yung side. So, yun lang ang concern natin dito. A regular quadrilateral has 4 equal sides. O, wag na muna natin intindihin yung angles tsaka diagonals. Hindi naman natin kailangan ngayon yon. Ang kailangan lang natin, yung information from the properties of a quadrilateral that a regular quadrilateral has 4 equal sides. Ayan. Ang tanong dito, if OB is equal to 3.5 centimeter, what is the perimeter of the given quadrilateral? Yun ang tinatanong, yung perimeter. Ano ba yung perimeter na yan? 'Di ba? Since regular quadrilateral has 4 equal sides, equal lahat. Paano natin makalculate ang perimeter? Ito ang ating solution. Ang perimeter, ang gagawin lang natin, since the perimeter is the total sum of all the length of the sides, gawin lang natin, we are just going to multiply. Kasi 4 sides yan eh, di ba? Multiply by 4 the given measures of OB. Given naman siya and that is 3.5 centimeter. Ayun ang mangyayari. Di maliwanag na ang perimeter ay equal sa 4 times 3.5 centimeter. Di ba? Then, ano ngayon ang perimeter? Ang perimeter ay 14 centimeter lahat-lahat. Minultiply na lang natin kesa i-add mo pa isa-isa. Di ba? Di ba pag repeated addition, makikita mo yan. 3.5 plus 3.5 is 7. Dito sa kabila, 3.5 din to, plus 3.5, 7. 7 plus 7, 14 centimeter. Apat naman lahat yan eh. So, we just multiply. Actually, napakadali lang naman ng problem. Ang kailangan lang dito, hindi mo makalimutan yung basis nung gagawin mong solution. At alin yung pinaka-importante na basis dyan? Of course, yung properties ng quadrilaterals. Kasi kung hindi mo yun alam, paano ka magsisimula? So, kailangan lagi nating tatandaan. Dito sa mga lessons natin sa geometry, napakahalaga na naaalala mo at hindi mo inaalimutan yung mga properties ng geometric figures. Okay? Laging tatandaan, sa math, maaari kang maging mahusay kung lagi kang nahahanda na laging mag-practice o magsanay.